There's something deeply satisfying about stepping out your back door and harvesting fresh food for your table. Even the smallest backyard can be transformed into a productive and life-giving micro-farm. Welcome to Don't Do This Guide, where we like to get our hands dirty and show you how to create a little haven for you and for nature. In this video, we're going to explore how to turn your backyard into a thriving micro-farm. If you're keen on embracing a more sustainable lifestyle, reducing your environmental footprint, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. Let's get started. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a micro-farm? Well, let's dive into it. It's about maximizing the yield from a small space, whether that's a city balcony, a suburban backyard, or even a tiny plot of land. Imagine transforming a sunny corner of your garden into a thriving oasis of fresh produce. It's about creating a productive, self-sufficient ecosystem where every element works in harmony. Each plant, insect, and microorganism plays a crucial role. Think of it as a condensed version of a traditional farm, but shrunk down to a manageable scale. It's farming made accessible for everyone. Micro-farming is about far more than just the food we grow. It's about cultivating a lifestyle of sustainability and self-reliance. It's about treading lightly on the planet, using eco-friendly practices, and making the most of what we have. Reducing our reliance on supermarket supply chains means fresher food and fewer carbon emissions. It's also about reconnecting with the natural world, feeling the soil in your hands, and understanding the cycles of nature. In a world grappling with climate change, micro-farming offers a tangible way for us to make a difference. One raised bed, one compost bin, one sustainable practice at a time. And ultimately, it's about enjoying the fruits of your labor, literally, one homegrown meal at a time. Right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of creating your own micro-farm. Sunlight is the elixir of life for plants, so aim for an area that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Keep an eye out for pesky shadows cast by buildings or trees. Think about accessibility. Plan your pathways and access points. Good drainage is crucial. Avoid low-lying areas where water tends to collect. I always advocate for raised beds. They warm up quicker in spring, offer better drainage, and save your back from all that bending. Vertical gardening with trellises or hanging planters can maximize space, especially if you're working with a small area. Now let's talk about the foundation of any successful garden, the soil. We're not just talking about dirt here, but a living, breathing ecosystem teeming with beneficial organisms. Start by adding plenty of organic matter, like compost, well-rotted manure, or leaf mold. Depending on your soil type, you might need to make some adjustments. Heavy clay soils benefit from added grit or sand to improve drainage, while sandy soils need moisture-retaining materials like compost or coconut coir. A healthy soil is a happy soil, and a happy soil means happy plants. Water, the lifeblood of our gardens. With increasing water scarcity, we need to be clever about how we use this precious resource. Mulch, mulch, mulch. A thick layer of organic mulch works wonders in suppressing weeds, conserving soil moisture, and regulating soil temperature. Consider drip irrigation systems or soaker hoses. These efficient methods deliver water directly to the roots of your plants. Rainwater harvesting is another fantastic way to reduce your reliance on mains water. Water deeply and less frequently. Encourage those roots to grow deep and strong by giving them a good soak every few days. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the crops themselves. When you're working with limited space, every plant counts. So it's crucial to select crops that not only thrive in small areas, but also provide a bountiful harvest. When it comes to micro-farming, choosing the right varieties can make all the difference. You want plants that grow quickly, produce abundantly, and don't take up too much room. Leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, kale, and rocket are excellent choices. They grow fast, can be harvested multiple times, and are packed with nutrients. Tomatoes are another fantastic option. They are versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes, from salads to sauces. Choose compact bush varieties or train them up canes to save space. This way, you can maximize your yield without sacrificing too much room. Herbs are incredibly productive in small spaces. They not only add flavor to your meals, but also have various health benefits. Basil, parsley, chives, mint. The possibilities are endless. You can grow them in pots, window boxes, or even hanging baskets. Root vegetables like carrots, radishes, and beetroot are also well suited to micro-farming. They grow underground, leaving the surface area free for other plants. The key is to choose varieties that are known for their high yields and compact growth habits. Look for labels that indicate these traits when selecting your seeds or plants. You'll be amazed at how much you can grow in even the smallest of spaces. With the right choices, your small garden can be a powerhouse of productivity, providing fresh, homegrown produce all season long. Now, as we strive to create a sustainable micro-farm, we can't overlook the importance of closing the loop. One of the most effective ways to do this is through composting and organic waste recycling. By turning our kitchen scraps and garden waste into compost, we not only reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills, but also enrich our soil with valuable nutrients. Composting is a simple, yet incredibly effective way to transform kitchen scraps and garden waste into nutrient-rich gold for your soil. This process not only helps in waste reduction, but also promotes healthier plant growth. Instead of sending food scraps to landfill, we can compost them, turning them into a valuable resource for our gardens. This not only saves space in landfills, but also reduces greenhouse gas emissions. Setting up a compost system doesn't have to be complicated. With a little bit of effort, you can create a system that works for your space and needs. You can use a simple open bin, a closed compost tumbler, or even a worm bin for vermicomposting, or even just a designated corner in your garden. The key is to find a method that fits your lifestyle and space. The key is to get the right balance of green materials, which are rich in nitrogen, like vegetable scraps and grass clippings, and brown materials, which are rich in carbon, like dry leaves and shredded paper. This balance is crucial for the composting process to work efficiently. Regularly turning your compost heap helps to aerate it and speed up the decomposition process. This ensures that your compost is well mixed and breaks down evenly, providing you with rich, fertile soil for your garden. Now, if you're feeling adventurous and have a bit more space, consider integrating small livestock into your micro-farm system. Chickens can be incredibly beneficial additions, providing fresh eggs, natural fertilizer, and even pest control. Imagine stepping out your back door and collecting freshly laid eggs for breakfast. Chickens are great for natural pest control, gobbling up slugs, snails, and other garden nasties. Keeping chickens does come with responsibilities. You'll need to provide them with a secure coop, a fenced-in run, and food and water. Other small livestock options for micro-farms include ducks, rabbits, and even quail. Now, even the most well-designed micro-farm requires regular care and attention to thrive. One of the most enjoyable aspects of micro-farming is the daily ritual of tending to your plants. Taking a few moments each day to check on your crops, water them if needed, and remove any weeds. Seasonal planning is crucial for maximizing your micro-farm's productivity. Understanding what to plant and when to plant it in your specific climate will ensure a continuous supply of fresh produce throughout the year. By planning ahead and adapting to the changing seasons, you can enjoy a bountiful and diverse harvest from your micro-farm year-round. Now, gardening, like any craft, is as much about learning from our mistakes as it is about celebrating our successes. One of the most common mistakes is overcrowding plants. Resist the temptation to overcrowd and give your plants room to breathe and grow. Another common pitfall is neglecting soil health. Avoid using chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Overwatering is another mistake. Water deeply but infrequently, and always check the soil moisture before reaching for the watering can. Don't be afraid to experiment and learn from your mistakes. Embrace the learning process, adapt your methods, and celebrate both your successes and your failures. As we strive to create a truly sustainable micro-farm, it's essential to think about the long-term health and productivity of our gardens. One of the most important principles of long-term sustainability is crop rotation. Rotating crops helps to interrupt pest and disease cycles, balances nutrients in the soil, and prevents the depletion of essential elements. Another key aspect of sustainability is promoting biodiversity. Encourage beneficial insects, birds, and other wildlife to visit your micro-farm. Conserving water is also crucial. Consider installing a rainwater harvesting system and using drought-tolerant plant varieties. Remember that sustainability is an ongoing journey, not a destination. There you have it. The blueprint for transforming your own backyard into a thriving, sustainable micro-farm. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about taking that first step, getting your hands dirty, and experiencing the joy of growing your own food. For more gardening tips, inspiration, and perhaps a few more cautionary tales from my own experience, Be sure to subscribe to Don't Do This Guide. Happy gardening!